Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Basics in 30 Minutes. I am Becca Maria, and I wanted to get on and do this class for you guys in case you've been wondering, is there a way to improve my family's health? Have you been feeling like my kids can't focus? We're all sick all the time, and I just don't know what to even do. What we have been doing hasn't been working. And sometimes when you're a mom, especially with like lots of kids, or you homeschool or you even homestead like I do, sometimes you just keep going and going and going, and you don't stop to really think and go, hmm, is there something I could be doing differently? Is there something I need to change to make our health better? Okay, so for me, years and years and years ago, even before I was married, I struggled with allergies. Okay, I had allergic reactions to grasses, to trees. The biggest thing I had a reaction to were fragrances, like anything that had fake fragrance in it. So, not pure 100% essential oils, but like the fake fragrances, like somebody with perfume could walk by me or cologne, and I would like start coughing and hacking. And if I hadn't been taking care of my system very well, it would even progress sometimes to like having to take 4 Benadryl just to get my system to not overreact. So, I have learned over these whole years, okay, what works and what doesn't. And slowly I started realizing I needed to change some things because, if those of you that have taken Benadryl before, what does it do to you? It knocks you out. So you're basically out the rest of the day. And it was consuming my life, and I had to be careful what I came in contact with. I had to be careful what I brought in my house, trying to check labels, trying to read labels, making my own products that didn't honestly smell great. Like for a long time when we lived in Russia, I made this half vinegar, half vodka mixture for cleaning. You guys, it didn't cause me to have an allergic reaction, but we had this little closet bathroom that I would clean. Like I would use the spray to clean it, and I would like nearly I'd come out, and my eyes would just be watering. All I knew was everything's dead in there. It's gone. Like I at least knew it was clean, but look at me now, I'm crying because I'm laughing. Um, but it was things like that. And then my sister introduced me to a company that allowed me to start to transition to things that actually smelled good, that didn't cause me to have reactions or cause me to be like, okay, everything's dead in there, but nobody go in there for a while. Okay, so today I just wanted to hop on, and I just wanted to talk about the basics, the simplicity of the basics. Because if you're also a busy homeschool mama like I am, you just want somebody to tell you simply what are some things that I can change and do that is not going to make me lose my mind. Because if I know if somebody comes at me and they're like, you need to change this and you need to do that and you need to take care of this and you need to do this, you kind of are like, okay, I'm out. I don't even know where to begin because you just bombarded me with like 10,000 things that I need to change and do. So, my goal with this is to keep it simple. That's why this is called a basic class. So, we're going to go over 3 things today. We're going to talk about food, we're going to talk about stress and sleep, and we're going to talk about home products. Okay, those 3 things, if you start with those 3 things, or even start with that first thing, you will start to see differences in your family and in your own life. Okay. I hope you're tracking with me here because this is really, really, really important for you as a mama, as a wife, and as a homemaker for you to be aware of these things. You are in charge of your home. That is what your job is. You're the helpmate to your husband, and he has put you in charge of your home. That's how God has designed it. Okay. So your job is to take care of him, take care of your kids, and make sure your home is a place of worship. Okay. So worship to God. All right. So, number 1, food. This is, like I said, this is all going to be very basic and simple. As many greens and whole foods that you can eat, the better. I know a lot of us are busy. I know a lot of you moms work a second job too, especially in this day and age, just to try and get by. If there is any way that you can work into your schedule and your habits, this is a matter of changing habits, okay? Of making a salad every night, making spinach smoothies every morning, because that way then you're making sure your kids are at least getting some vegetables and not vegetables from a can, because the whole fresh vegetables are the best. The other thing is, if you can avoid processed foods as much as possible, because a lot of those processed foods have preservatives and dyes in them that could be contributing to your brain fogginess, your children not being able to focus and work diligently on their schoolwork. Okay. So that's why I say that. You want to do as many whole foods as possible. Um, I have been loving that so many people are on like the sourdough kick, because what that tells me is, it's like, well, then we know what we're putting in our bodies. That sourdough is so good for your gut. Okay. The other thing, like kombucha is also good for your gut, but I still have not been able to get past the Scooby on top. I just can't. I can't do it. So I'll do sourdough, but I won't do Scooby. Oh, okay. I'm sure maybe someday I can get over it, but at this point I cannot. So kudos to those of you who are doing kombucha. I don't even know how to say it. Um, I'm sure I could buy the store-bought stuff too, but I don't have money for that. So we do what we have money for. So your food, make sure your food is good that's going into your body. And a lot of you that are going to hop on and watch this, I'm probably preaching to the choir. But for those of you that might watch this, you don't know me, you've never heard me talk about this before. This is why I'm communicating this to you guys, because I want you to understand that food is probably the number one thing that you want to start with if you want better health and wellness for you and for your family and your home. Okay, food. That's all I'm going to go from there. I can do a whole other class about food and what you should be eating, not Fruit Loops or Captain Crunch or whatever it was that they were recommending on the new food pyramid, if you know what I'm talking about. So, second, stress and sleep. Okay, stress can kick you in the butt. Okay, we all know this. There are things that you can do to help reduce your stress. Some people talk about, like for me, what I do is I make sure I get up before my children in the morning. I make sure I'm up before any other activity is happening or going on, because I know for me, I need at least that 30 minutes where I am decompressing. And what I mean by decompressing is I'm praying, I'm saying declarations, I am reading my Bible, I am sitting and listening to what God has for me for the day. It's quiet. There's nothing going on. I've got my cup of coffee and I have my quiet. Okay, that helps to reduce your stress. The other thing that helps to reduce your stress is making sure you're getting adequate sleep at night. So, we did a whole class in one of our Monday meetups about sleep and about routines. And my sister did an excellent job of talking about your sleep habits and making sure that you have a routine before you go to bed. So, like whether that's washing your face, brushing your teeth, having a cup of tea, maybe do your cup of tea before that, you know, depending on how you feel about your teeth. Um, Reading a book, listening to calming music. For a lot of us, that's putting on some essential oils that are calming, tranquil, um, rutavala, like all those help with sleep. And if you have that routine every night that you do every single night, pretty soon your body starts to you make the connections in your brain. Okay, this is scientifically proven. You make those synapses, those connections in your brain start to go, oh, we're doing this, and then we're doing this, and then we're doing this. And your body starts to be like, oh, it's almost time to go to bed. And that kind of helps your body to finally start to shut down. I mean, we do it for our kids, right? Like we have a bedtime routine for our children just for this purpose, because we want them to sleep so we can sleep. So why don't we do that for ourselves too? Okay. So food, stress, and sleep, those are just a couple things. Okay. Once again, I just want to give you a little bit. I don't want to fire hose you with a whole bunch of stuff. The third thing I really wanted to talk to you guys about was your home products. I want you to take a look at what you're bringing into your home. What are you cleaning your home with? What are you doing your laundry with? Okay, there is such a thing as outgassing from your clothes. Okay, so if you use dryer sheets, if you use laundry detergent with fragrance or with other toxic products, other toxic chemicals. Okay, that goes for your shampoo and conditioner in your body. The skin is the largest organ on your body, in your body, on your body. Okay, which means these clothes that you're putting on your body are absorbing whatever it is. So, like one of my daughters, one time we'd gotten this costume, we didn't wash it. She just wore the costume. The next 2 to 3 days, she had hives all over her body because of this costume. Whatever it was they had sprayed the costume with or soaked the fabric in, she reacted violently to. And thankfully, it didn't affect her lungs or anything like that. It just was her skin, but it was so irritating because it was all over. So, this is why I say pay attention to what you're using in your home, okay? Because you are the gatekeeper to your home. Okay, so this is probably the next major thing that you should look at. And you don't have to swap everything out all at once. And for a lot of us, it might seem a little overwhelming to be like, okay, now I got to go to the grocery store and I've got to flip over my product and I got to see, like, does it have the SLS in it? Does it have fragrance in it? Does it have this in it? Those products, I'm just going to throw this out to you, have been shown over time, if you've used it a lot, to cause brain fog, to cause your endocrine system to be disrupted, to cause your central nervous system to be disrupted. So if you're like, we're tired all the time, we don't sleep real well, I can't focus very well, it very well could be the products you're using in your home. So laundry detergent and cleaner are the two things that I recommend that you swap out. And before you run to the grocery store and start looking at your products, or do like I did and mix vodka and vinegar in Russia, and be like, nobody go in the bathroom for 20 minutes. But you know everything's dead. Before you go and do that, this is what I would encourage you to do. Okay, I work with Young Living. Okay, I sell their products. I've used their products coming up. Next month will be 8 years. Okay, I've been using their products and that's solely what I use in my home. I would recommend you get at least laundry detergent, okay, and their household cleaner. This household cleaner is the only thing I use for everything. Windows, floors, bathroom, kitchen, doesn't matter what child's. You know, maybe the child is dirty and you're out and about. I have used this on my child. Okay. The Thieves laundry soap, I like split it into 2 different bottles. And so then this lasts me at least month and a half to 2 months. Okay. And there are tricks and there's tips to make things last longer. So those are the 2 products I would recommend that you get right away. There are other things, shampoo, conditioner, facial products, toothpaste for you, for the kids. There's shampoo and conditioner for the kids. There's body soap for the kids. I mean, they have everything for household and personal care products. Oh, the one more thing I wanted to share with you guys, because this stuff has revolutionized my cleaning. This Thieves kitchen and bath scrub, y'all, you should just get it. I like clean my stove more than I've ever cleaned my stove. Because before, when I cleaned my stove, I know this is a total rabbit trail. I'm so sorry. Anytime I cleaned my stove before, I'd be frustrated because it's a glass top and it'd get the crusty stain stuff. And it made me nervous to, use harsh products that could scratch it. Well, now I don't really care. Okay. But I got this, and I'm like cleaned my stove top in like 3 minutes. It's totally, I like sprinkle it on there and spray the stuff and scrub it out. I have videos. You guys can go watch the videos. That's how much I've loved this stuff. I've probably done 2 or 3 videos on this stuff. So that you can change over everything. But if you're like, just tell me the basics of what I should change over first, I would recommend laundry soap and the cleaner. And then that's it. So the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is why I recommend Young Living so much. And there are a couple of reasons. Number one, they have a seed to seal promise. Okay. They use their essential oils. So they started out as an essential oil company. Okay. And then they started making products. And I know that what they are putting in there is not going to cause me or my children to have any kind of reaction. Okay. Remember, I'm sensitive to fragrances and to other toxic chemicals. So I know this is 100% pure. It doesn't have a 90% filler. Okay. With only like 5 to 10% of the essential oil. Okay. It's all 100% the essential oil. You can go on their farms. Other essential oil companies, you cannot go on their farms. A lot of them, you can call them up and be like, where do you source your oils from? And they're going to be like, well, I can't tell you that. Okay. So this is why it is so important, why I am recommending that you use Young Living, because they are one of the only ones where you can actually go onto their farms. Like sometimes those of us that are members can even go help plant crops. We can help hand weed their fields. They don't do that all the time. It's just so you can see their process. They don't use pesticides on their fields. Like I just said, they hand weed everything. What? Okay, that just blows my mind. And then they harvest at the peak of when the plant should be harvested. So then it's distilled. So then you get every single constituent out of those essential oils. That's what makes them different. And then they do third-party testing. And then they will bottle it and send it to people. And if a batch doesn't meet their testing standards, they get rid of it. They don't sell it. So seed to seal, and this opportunity that I have right now to actually be selling it and to be bringing it into your homes and into your life and sharing with you why I recommend you purchase this. This is the other reason why I love Young Living, is that they compensate me really well. So if you guys have any questions, for those of you that are on Facebook, you can always hop over onto Zoom and ask me questions face to face if you want. Otherwise, if you're on Facebook and you have questions, you can pop them there in the comment section and I'm happy to answer those. I am going to be posting a link. If you're like, give me these 2 products so I can start to switch things over, I will put a link. It's a specific wish list, okay, with these 2 products so you can get started. Finally, I think that's, like I said, I was trying to keep this at 30 minutes. Oh, we're at 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm rocking it. So I guess I will share with you just a few more things that I did want to share, but wasn't sure if I'd have time. And that is oils for emotional support. Okay. So as mamas, as even people who work several jobs, it can be stressful. Okay. And so I snagged my husband's Stress Away because he gets this one quite a bit. He goes, I heard that. I stole his Stress Away. I'll put it back. So Stress Away is a great one. Okay, so if you want to add this, in fact, I'll just add this to this wish list. Okay, this is a great one for emotional support, especially since I did talk about stress too. One of my favorites is Valor. And I put this on every day. Every morning, I put it on my arms here, and then you rub them together, and then you just hold here and you just sit quietly. Okay, so this is part of what I do for my morning meditation, not meditation, really, it's prayer, time with Jesus, reading my Bible, that sort of thing. So these 2 oils are great for emotional support. And then for the babies, this oil here, Gentle Baby, is amazing for nighttime to help them to chill out and relax. It's good for us too, but it's already pre-diluted for the babies. So you can actually put this on the bottoms of their feet. It can go in the diffuser. You can put it right on their chest, put it in a spray bottle and spray it on their pillows. Okay. So that's why this is great for kids, is because it's pre-diluted. It's ready to go. You don't have to worry about anything like that. All right. That is it. If you guys have questions, I can't believe I did that in 20 minutes, y'all. If you have questions, let me know. Like I said, there are a gazillion other products, but I just wanted to cover those basics for you so then you would know maybe what you wanna try and what you wanna get. So like I said, I'll post a link with that wish list in it. Go click it, throw it in the cart, and just get yourself started. So that is it. I hope that you guys have a wonderful Saturday, and we will talk to you guys at another time.